Have you ever thought that the seemingly healthy fruits you eat every day could be quietly harming your prostate? I know it sounds strange. Fruits are always labeled as good for you, rich in vitamins, aids digestion. So why am I warning you about watermelon, oranges, or grapes? The answer will make you rethink your breakfast, dessert, or evening snack. I know this isn't an easy topic to discuss, but if you're a man stepping past the age of 60, let me ask you this honestly. Have you ever wondered why you've been waking up multiple times each night lately? Or why you're starting to feel discomfort or heaviness when you urinate like something's obstructing, but no one's explained it clearly? Or worse, you're beginning to notice you're not as strong as you used to be in those private moments where you once felt most confident. The truth is, most men only start paying attention to their prostate when the signs become too obvious to ignore. When urination is no longer a simple task. When sleep is interrupted by waking up in the middle of the night with a full bladder. When libido, confidence, and even self-esteem start to be challenged. But here's the thing, those troubles don't just appear out of nowhere. They've been building for years, even decades, from small daily habits you never gave a second thought. A breakfast with freshly squeezed orange juice, a plate of grapes as an evening snack, a few refreshing slices of watermelon after a meal. These seemingly healthy choices are, in reality, making your prostate speak up more and more. And here's the key point, you don't need to panic. The good news is, you can do something about it starting today. By making a few small adjustments to your diet, you can significantly reduce the risk of prostate inflammation, hormonal imbalances, and even sexual dysfunction. What I'm about to share in today's video is a roadmap to help you turn the car around before it's too late. We'll explore 3 common fruits that almost everyone eats, especially after retirement, when you want to live healthier and more naturally. But these fruits, when eaten incorrectly or at the wrong time, quietly contribute to chronic prostate inflammation, hormonal disruptions, and a drop in testosterone levels. Trust me, the third one on the list will surprise you because it's often praised as an anti-aging superfood. Before we dive in, if you're truly serious about your health, and I believe you should be, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. In the coming weeks, I'll be releasing more critical content tailored for men over 60 who want to live long, healthy, and proactive lives with every small decision about their bodies. Now, take a moment just for yourself, sit down, relax, and let me share an important truth. What you're about to hear isn't just about fruits or testosterone, it's about how you can regain control over your body. A healthy prostate doesn't just mean better sleep or easier urination, it means maintaining your vitality, confidence, and the connection and the relationship you've built over the years. Starting today, listen to your body before your prostate forces you to hear it every night. And if you're still skeptical, stick with me for a few more minutes, because the truth won't disappoint. Let's get started. I know when we talk about health after 60, many people assume all problems come from old age. That difficulty urinating, frequent nighttime waking, or declining energy are simply unavoidable. But here's the truth, it's not entirely like that. There's something many men are never clearly told. Many of these frustrating symptoms don't come from age, but from daily choices in your diet, habits that quietly persist for years without much notice. And the most surprising part? The things you thought were healthy, like fresh fruit, can sometimes be the hidden culprits. Because not all fruits are good for prostate health, especially when consumed in excess, at the wrong time, or in the wrong way. A prime example I want you to really pay attention to is watermelon. This refreshing, mildly sweet fruit is a favorite at summer picnics and light dinners. But behind that cool freshness lies a truth not everyone knows. Watermelon contains a high amount of natural sugar, fructose. When eaten in moderation, especially during the day, your body can handle that fructose without issue. But when you eat a lot of watermelon, particularly in the evening, when your body is preparing to rest, that sugar isn't metabolized efficiently. The result is elevated blood sugar, overworked kidneys, and a bladder and prostate put on high alert all night. Have you ever noticed that after an evening of eating watermelon, You wake up multiple times to urinate? That's not a coincidence. It's your body's response to the pressure of excess sugar and water. When the bladder is full, the prostate, located just below, gets compressed, causing discomfort, frequent urges to urinate, or even a burning sensation. Research from the University of Maryland Medical Center shows that regularly eating watermelon in the evening can contribute to an increased risk of prostate inflammation, a condition that, when prolonged, not only affects quality of life but can also lower testosterone, the core hormone of male vitality. You might be thinking, can a fruit like watermelon really cause harm? The answer is, it's not that watermelon is wrong, it's how we use it. Like everything in life, the issue isn't the food itself, but the lack of awareness and overuse. Watermelon is still a good fruit if you eat it at the right time, daytime, in the right amount moderation, and not as a bedtime dessert. So, if you're on a journey to care for your prostate health, don't overlook this. Reassess how you use watermelon in your daily diet. Don't let a seemingly healthy habit become a burden on your prostate and those long, sleepless nights. Remember, small adjustments today can prevent big consequences tomorrow. And starting with a slice of watermelon is how you proactively rewrite the next chapter of your men's health. I believe you can do it, and your body deserves to be cared for with that kind of understanding and respect. Now, let's look at a fruit almost everyone sees as a symbol of health: oranges. From TV ads for morning orange juice to advice from nutritionists, start your day with a glass of fresh orange juice. We're all familiar with the image of a golden, chilled glass of orange juice that seems harmless. But the truth behind that morning glass isn't as sweet as you might think. Oranges are rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and micronutrients that support immunity. No one denies that. But the issue lies in how we consume them, and at this age, every small detail in your diet can make a big difference in your health, especially prostate health. When you drink orange juice in the morning without eating the orange pulp, meaning you remove all the fiber, you're sending a large dose of fructose and glucose into your body without any natural filter to slow sugar absorption into the bloodstream. What does this mean? Your blood sugar spikes. And if you pair orange juice with breakfast items like white bread, refined cereals, or sugary foods, those carbohydrates amplify the blood sugar surge, putting your body into a state of silent inflammation. You might not notice anything immediately, but over time, this inflammation directly affects the prostate, an organ highly sensitive to hormonal changes and chronic inflammation. When the prostate is inflamed, you'll feel it not through a lab test, but in the discomfort every time you urinate, a heavy feeling in your lower abdomen, or worse, impacts on your sex life, something no man wants to lose. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition clearly showed that consuming too much fructose from fruit juices, especially orange juice, can increase the risk of inflammation in the body, with the prostate being one of the most noticeably affected areas. You see, the difference often isn't about eating or avoiding a fruit, but how you consume it. If you love oranges, and that's perfectly fine, eat the whole fruit. Don't just drink the juice. The pulp is rich in fiber, which slows sugar absorption, keeping blood sugar more stable and avoiding intense inflammatory responses. And instead of drinking orange juice every day, limit it to a few times a week, on days when you have a light breakfast without refined carbs. I'm sharing this not to scare you about oranges or orange juice, but to make you aware that at this age, your body needs to be treated like a close friend, not just indulged, but understood for what it needs and doesn't need. And maybe, just by adjusting how you drink your morning orange juice, you're helping protect one of the most vital organs that determines your quality of life, confidence, and joy in your later years. We can't fully control time, but we can control how we live each day. And today, swapping a glass of orange juice for a fresh orange could be the first step toward a healthier prostate in the years ahead. What I'm about to say might make you rethink a very familiar habit: eating grapes. I know, grapes are one of the most beloved fruits, not just for their sweet, mild flavor and ease of eating, but because they feel light, refreshing, and convenient. A bowl of grapes on the table, a glass of grape juice in the afternoon, or a few grapes for a quick snack. For many, It's a symbol of a healthy habit. But sometimes, things that seem harmless can quietly cause changes you only feel after years. Grapes, especially today's sweet varieties, contain a high amount of fructose, a natural sugar that seems gentle but is actually hard to process if eaten in excess. Fructose doesn't just raise blood sugar, it can also trigger low-grade inflammation in the body, something the prostate, an organ highly sensitive to inflammation, doesn't like at all. And that's not all. There's a component in grapes that many praise as a miracle compound, resveratrol. Yes, resveratrol is a powerful antioxidant, widely known for supporting heart health and anti-aging. But, and this is what you need to know, in men, resveratrol in high amounts can affect hormonal balance, particularly testosterone. You see, testosterone isn't just the hormone of masculinity. It's a key factor in a man's quality of life in midlife and beyond. When testosterone is stable, you have vitality, energy, desire, and confidence. But if it drops, possibly because you're unknowingly eating too many grapes, things change. You're more tired, less interested in intimacy, or simply lose the spark you once had. Even more concerning, grapes may be linked to benign prostatic hyperplasia (BP), a common issue in men over 60. You'll notice it when you can't fully empty your bladder, have to strain, wake up 2 to 3 times a night to urinate, or feel a dull pain in your lower abdomen without knowing why. According to the Journal of Endocrinology, excessive consumption of grapes, especially sweet ones, can increase inflammation in the prostate and negatively affect testosterone levels, worsening BPH. And it doesn't stop there. Some studies suggest that high fructose from grapes, especially in juice or raisins, can contribute to unfavorable hormonal changes, increasing the risk of prostate issues, including cancer. It sounds serious because it is. So, you don't need to ditch grapes entirely, but eat them wisely. Limit overly sweet varieties. Avoid eating a whole bunch daily as a healthy snack. And if you have a history of prostate issues or are starting to notice unusual symptoms, adjusting your grape habit today is a meaningful step to protect your health. Caring for your prostate isn't far-fetched or complicated. Sometimes, it starts with just looking at the fruit basket in front of you and putting down a bunch of grapes after eating enough. That's not sacrifice. It's awareness. And with health, awareness is always the greatest gift you can give yourself. So, while watermelon, oranges, and grapes are popular and beloved fruits, consuming them excessively can negatively affect your prostate. Though they offer certain nutritional benefits, when eaten improperly or in excess, they can lead to inflammation, prostate enlargement, and even hormonal issues. To protect your prostate health, reduce inflammatory fruits like watermelon, oranges, and grapes, and instead incorporate healthier foods rich in zinc and lycopene, like pumpkin seeds and cooked tomatoes, which help reduce inflammation and support the prostate. Remember, making sensible dietary changes not only protects your prostate, but also helps maintain overall health for years to come. Dear friend, if there's one simple thing you can do each day to protect your prostate, it's to look at what you're eating. We all love fruit, and of course, it offers many benefits. But sometimes, eating too much of certain fruits can unintentionally cause inflammation in your body, and that's not good for your prostate at all. Watermelon, oranges, or grapes sound healthy, right? But if you regularly eat a lot in the evening or drink orange juice in the morning without eating anything else, your body may respond by retaining water, raising blood sugar, and putting pressure on your bladder and prostate. And if you've ever woken up multiple times at night to use the bathroom or struggled to urinate, your prostate might be asking you to pay attention to what you're putting into your body each day. So, the first step is gently cut back on the inflammatory fruits you consume daily. This doesn't mean giving up everything you love, just learning to eat in moderation, choosing the right times, and pairing them more wisely. Then, make up for it with foods that truly benefit your prostate. Did you know pumpkin seeds, those little seeds you can snack on during a quiet afternoon, are packed with zinc? Zinc is the prostate's best friend, soothing small damages we can't see and quietly protecting men's health. And cooked tomatoes, a simple, easy dish, are a treasure trove of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant. When you eat cooked tomatoes, your body absorbs lycopene much better than from raw ones. Research from the National Cancer Institute shows that lycopene can reduce the risk of prostate issues. Add a few roasted tomatoes to lunch or whip up a simple tomato sauce for dinner. These small actions can make a big difference for your health in the long run. Also, don't forget that your prostate needs care like a small backyard garden. Consistent, patient, and loving. Combine a healthy diet with good habits, light walks, a relaxed mindset, enough sleep, and it will help you maintain hormonal balance and natural vitality. You don't need to change everything in one day. Just start with a few small things today. Cut back on overly sweet fruits, add pumpkin seeds to your snacks, and cook some tomatoes for dinner. You'll feel the difference, not just in your body, but in your confidence and energy each day. Your prostate will thank you, and over time, you'll see that sometimes the simplest things are the greatest gifts you can give your health. And if you're listening to this, I want you to know, it's never too late to start caring for yourself, especially your prostate, a small part that plays a huge role in our quality of life after 60. Sometimes just a few small changes, like skipping a morning glass of orange juice, eating watermelon in moderation instead of a big bowl, or adding a few roasted pumpkin seeds to your salad, can make a massive difference. Not to be perfect, but to proactively love your health before your body starts sounding alarms. I know age brings wisdom and calm, but also silent warnings. Sleep isn't as deep. Nighttime bathroom trips disrupt your rest, and sometimes sensitive men's issues start knocking unexpectedly. That's why I hope today is the day you start listening to your body more. If you found today's insights helpful, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Let me know. Have you ever heard that fruits like watermelon, oranges, or grapes could affect your prostate? Or do you have questions about diet, healthy foods, or even simple things like how to roast tomatoes the right way? I'm here to listen and walk with you. And if you're wondering, can I really change? The answer is yes, you can. Try cutting back on inflammatory fruits for just a week. Add some pumpkin seeds to dinner. Choose cooked tomatoes over raw, and see how your body responds. You might sleep better, urinate more easily, and feel lighter in your own skin. Before you go, hit like if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to join me on this journey to care for your golden years. If you know someone, a friend, family member, or neighbor who loves munching on raisins every night, share this video with them. A small piece of information today could be a big gift for someone's health tomorrow. Caring for your prostate isn't out of reach. It starts with the smallest attention you give yourself today. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I'll see you in the next video where we keep learning how to live healthy, happy, and fully every day.